Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Indian Bollywood star Sanjay Dutt played a gangster in many of his movies, and it seems he may have taken his role too literally, or at least that's what he discovered in court. After a trial that spanned more than a dozen years, Dutt was sentenced to 6 years in prison, convicted of obtaining illegal weapons from gangsters who were involved in bombings in Mumbai in 1993. The blasts killed 257 people in a case that has led to a dozen death sentences and 20 life terms for those involved. Dutt, who's expected to appeal, will probably serve about 4 years, as he's already spent 18 months in jail awaiting trial. Safia from Mauritania doesn't have much faith in the Indian legal process being free of political interference. As a fan of Mr. Dutt, I cannot refrain from thinking something must be wrong in this story. Even though I trust the Indian judicial system, its handling of this issue smells of politics. From Oregon, Carl writes that the link behind film industries and crime is commonplace. Films are very alluring to organized crime for a variety of reasons, ranging from potentially very large profits to union contracts to money laundering. The same dynamics apply around the world. Well, Joseph from Montana in the USA thinks movie stars get a raw deal because of their image. Oftentimes, celebrities are used as guinea pigs by the legal system. Court officials know that people who are famous will receive more media attention and thus can be used as an example for the rest of society. One of the main goals of Street Talk is to get your views on air, so we've started to post questions each week on YouTube. Now here's the very first one that we put to you. Can the image of Islam be separated from terrorism? Well, the response was fantastic, and you'll see some of those in a moment, but I would also like to get your face on air, so do send a video mail if you can. We did get one, but the quality of lighting and audio was not actually usable. Sorry. So if you're going to record a video or anything like that for us, please try to use the best light and sound you can. Now remember, to leave a response, just go to youtube.com and type in Riz Khan feedback. Now here are some of the comments to our question of the week. Woodrow666 believes it's a case of you say tomato and I say tomato. One man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. The propaganda machine will use the word terrorism whenever convenient. ASDFFD doesn't think history can be forgotten. I'll never forget seeing the towers come down on 9/11 and seeing the folks in Gaza celebrating. Islam and terrorism go together like peanut butter and jelly. Nano Girl's comments lead me to conclude she doesn't believe in stereotyping people. Yes, it absolutely can be separated. A person, any person from any country, can be separated from any group. Just because I am from a particular place doesn't mean that I act a specific way. Peace LF faults the media in America for making this common connection. As long as the US media portrays Arabs as terrorists or perpetuates negative stereotypes of Arabs, many Americans will never get past that prejudice. A host of top hip-hop and movie stars came together this weekend in New York to raise money for needy kids. The annual Art for Life charity fundraiser was organized by Def Jam Records music mogul Russell Simmons and held at his exclusive Hamptons home, where he explained to me the reason for such high-profile philanthropy.
The schools are like prisons when kids don't have a chance to practice and appreciate art, to cultivate their creativity. That's what we need for young people, to be able to think outside the box, because in our boxes there's so much struggle.
Well, it was the 8th such event with around 900 people attending. The celebrity list included Oscar-winning actor Forrest Whitaker and singer Rihanna, just to name a couple. Russell Simmons, along with brother Danny, founded the organization in 1995 with the aim of providing an artistic outlet to disadvantaged urban youth. Now, if it's not enough trying to keep your home and your belongings safe from thieves, now the animal kingdom has gotten in on the criminal act. Check out this dark-eyed culprit who proves that you have to watch those sneaky raccoons. What is a raccoon going to do with the doormat? That's it until next time. Do keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.